Hello, everybody. My name's Logan.
And my name's Lance.
And welcome to The Drop. Let's get the drop on last night's game. Last night's game we lost.
We did?
Why?
Why?
Why? We could have ended it. Why can't the Blues close anything out?
A lot of people are blaming Elliott, but at least
No.
one of those goals was not his fault, and
No.
possibly two. Baumeister fell down on that second goal. I mean, Baumeister fell down like 5 or 6 times.
If we're replacing anyone, we should replace Baumeister with maybe a block of wood. Maybe that could probably do better than Baumeister's been doing this playoffs.
He's just, everybody's blaming Edmondson the other night for that pass that was intercepted by Faxa.
Yeah.
But, hey, yeah.
But when it's time to throw Baumeister under the bus, no one's there to throw him.
At least 4 or 5 times last night. I don't know. The man's been skating since he was 3 or 4 years old, and he fell down with nobody around him.
Yeah, and then that happened. I think somewhere in there, I don't know if they'll show in the highlights, but there was 2 Blues players that ran into each other, just fumbling over each other with their thumbs up their butts while
the Blues got a lot of pressure on Lettinen.
Yeah.
And he made. And Ken Hitchcock won't say he made good saves,
Uh-huh.
but I will say that he made some pretty good saves.
Yeah.
But don't blame Elliott for this one. And
No.
now all of a sudden there's a controversy of who's going to start Allen or Elliott, which is freaking ridiculous. If Ken Hitchcock starts Allen, he's an idiot.
Yeah, if they start Allen and they lose, that's your reason. That right there is your reason.
Nothing against Jake Allen, but Brian Elliott's who's got you here. And you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Brian Elliott.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Brian Elliott's the only reason why we made it past round 1.
Yeah.
And it's not just me that agrees that. Even other Blues fans agree that. So, anyways, we lost yesterday 3-2. We almost got it back. Almost, but those 2 goals right in the first period right next to each other.
Yeah, the 3-0.
I knew from that moment on the Blues were done.
If it would have been 2-0, the Blues, of course, would have come back and tied it 2-2, and they may have gotten into overtime. But,
yeah, but
3 goals is hard to come back from.
Especially when you get 2 of them right off the bat in the first period. That must have been a huge blow.
The one Pietrangelo had, I can't remember who it was, open, and it would have been a breakaway, and somebody intercepted the puck and knocked it down, and then they went down and scored. I think that's the play that Baumeister fell down on his butt on the second goal.
Oh, wow. The Blues didn't look too upset after the first 2 goals, that just shows you how it's a veteran team. They're not some team that can easily be startled with 2 goals right off the bat. So, yeah. We lost, however, that does force a game tomorrow, Wednesday, which we will be reporting on that game Thursday. Hopefully, the Drop Podcast is not done with the postseason. Hopefully, we can go on to our conference finals, which the Blues haven't done since how long ago? 2001?
2001.
2001.
I think
That's
they played
a long
Colorado.
Time. That's crazy. I would like for that cycle to be broken.
Yeah. And I think the time before that, it was 1988 against Calgary, so they've only been to since they were in the Stanley Cup the first couple of years they were in existence, I think they've only been to the conference finals twice, maybe 3 times.
That's crazy. Hopefully we can get past the Stars. I mean, if we can buckle down like we did in the Game 7, hopefully we can do that, but I don't know. The Blues, they didn't look too upset after those first 2 goals, but after a while it just kind of got to them, and they couldn't close it out. Let's go over the highlights that are very depressing, shall we? So we have the first period going in, 15 minutes, Parayko.
Too many breakaways.
Janmark, and right over the glove
Everybody
shoulder.
is scoring high on Elliott, glove side.
Yep.
And they didn't do that during the year. I mean,
I think they looked at. I think the Blackhawks learned this very early after the 2-game loss at their home ice. I think they learned very quickly that Elliott is not very good when it comes to over the glove shoulder.
No, he's pretty good, but he's just not been good in the playoffs.
He's been low. That should not have. Well, that one is more on the Blues defense. That is definitely more on the Blues defense.
Shattenkirk, look at that.
Yep, Fiddler on his birthday got a goal, and his parents were there to see it. They were in the crowd. Good on you, man.
When you're watch right there, see, you could have had a breakaway.
Yep.
There's Baumeister.
Baumeister
Oh,
tripping over himself.
I'm doing the little rollover. I'm learning how to walk.
Spezza, and they score.
That's on Baumeister.
Yeah. 3-0, dude. And then Elliott doesn't even stay on the bench when he's taken out. He goes straight to the locker room.
There was only a few minutes left, but yeah, I'm sure he wasn't happy.
No, I wouldn't be either. Steen goes in, slap pass.
Blues are going to try
Sharp
to come
almost
back.
had it. Bartuzzo, and then Steen. That was a good goal. I feel so sorry for anyone who bought tickets to this game. I just have to put it out there because 3 goals just doesn't feel good.
I don't feel sorry for people that bought tickets to the game. I feel sorry for those people that don't make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And wanted to do something like, hey, well, I'm going to take my kid to see the Blues win a series.
Yeah.
And, these people working 2 or 3 jobs that, don't make
way up
hardly
top.
any money, and they sit up top and pay $70 a ticket, maybe more.
Yeah. So Pietrangelo goes in, third period. Bacchus.
That was a great pass.
And boom.
That was a great pass by Laterra.
Berglund's fantastic.
And during the game, I just mentioned to Logan that they... Just keep it there, maybe.
Okay. Sorry about that. We went down for a little bit. Let's go back. Let's backtrack a little bit. What were you saying, Dad, about you told me something?
Yeah, with about 12, 13 minutes left. Remember I told you they had to score within 10 minutes?
Yep, and they scored at 11 minutes.
They scored at 11 minutes. What a great pass.
Boom. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. Oh. Okay. Lettinen played a great game.
Yeah, he played
I will not deny that Lettinen played better than Elliott.
Well, here's the thing. Elliott only faced 7 shots and gave up 3 goals. Yeah, a couple of them are his fault, but you still don't give up that many.
Yeah.
And then Allen came in and only faced 7 shots. 2 or 3 of them were great saves.
Yeah.
But to give up 14 shots and lose the game, that's just not real good.
No. Gave it away again. Gave it another breakaway. Their defense, right there. Allen almost didn't say that because that went right off the post and back. So that could have been another 4-2.
Yeah, he didn't hardly move.
So if you're thinking about playing Allen, don't. Right there. Don't. Stasny, right now they have the empty net. 33 seconds left. Steen, Shattenkirk. Oh, I feel
Bacchus, when they show the replay here, Bacchus had an opportunity and could have flipped it over Lettinen's leg.
Yep, and he did.
Hopefully
He decided to
they'll
push
show the
it.
replay here up close.
He decided to push it through.
Watch this, watch.
There we go. Right there.
Right there, flip it. Get it up on your stick and flip it up.
That hurts.
That's close.
That hurts. That really hurts.
Yeah.
They got so many good chances right there at the end. It just none of them
A
connected.
couple of them were right on Lettinen, but a couple of them Lettinen made some good saves.
Yep. Boom. Yeah.
It's over.
And right there, if he wouldn't have been there, you think that would have gone in? That would have been fantastic.
That would have been fantastic.
Oh, I would have loved that because they have last time they came back 3-0 in a playoffs game was in 1998 or 88, I believe, versus either Calgary Flames or the Los Angeles Kings was the last time they did that.
It was the Kings, and it was 98, I believe.
Yeah. And that fact brought to you by STL Blues History on Twitter. And the game's over. Game 7 will be in Dallas tomorrow, Wednesday. Crazy. Absolutely insane. What are your thoughts on that game, Dad?
The Blues didn't play bad. I mean, you only give up 14 shots.
Yeah.
But when they needed to play good, there's too many breakdowns in the defense. Bouwmeester falling down.
Yeah.
The breakaway on the first goal with Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Elliott let it in, but that's a defensive breakdown. The one with Bouwmeester's a defensive breakdown. You take away those 2 defensive breakdowns, and this is a different game.
Yeah, totally different game.
I mean, it's frustrating to me. You have a team down on the ropes after the Blues beat them in game 5. Dallas looked like a team that was beat up just like they did in game 3. Dallas looked like a team that was just beat up and ready to give up, and the Blues let them just take over that first
That's
period.
exactly what happened with the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks looked beat up after game 4 when they could have ended it in game 5, and they let their chance go through.
And another thing is, I think the Blues can win a Game 7, but here's what's going to happen. You had a chance to beat the Blackhawks in 5 games. You could have saved yourself 2 games. You had a chance to beat Dallas in 6 games. You could have saved yourself a game. That's 3 games the Blues could have saved by not playing, being more rested.
Rested for the conference
Yeah, for
finals.
the conference final. And I'm going to tell you, playing 7 games in 2 series in a row, it's going to be tough. Now, San Jose and Nashville
went to their
7th game, and they're going to be tired too.
Nashville came back.
But it's.
Can we just say that I'm very impressed with Nashville?
I'm not impressed with Nashville.
I'm very impressed
with Nashville.
I'm impressed because they made it this far.
I'm not, because Barrett Jackman plays for him. So.
Gotcha.
Anyway, the guy that gave up all kind of goals when he played for the Blues by stupid passes and stupid decisions.
Have you noticed that when great players come to the Blues, they end up playing to decent? Like we had one of the best goalies. Who was that? Miller? No, not Miller. Was it Miller? Yeah, Miller. We had the best goalie, Miller, come to our town, and then he ended up playing like crap. I don't know.
He played good in some games, but he was not an upgrade from Halak.
No, exactly.
That was just stupid.
Yeah. So now we go on to our stats. We got 3-2 the Blues, tied 3-3. God, it should not be tied 3-3. Shots on goal, look at that, 14. They only had 14. 14 and they still beat us. How is that possible? Defense, you need to step your game up. And I was saying last time I was telling Lettinen and Niemi to step their game up, and they did. Look at that. Look what happens when one people step up their game and the other people just let it slide. The defense on the Blues side fell. The defense on the Dallas rose, leading to a win. Power play, out of the one they got a goal. They were focused. Us, not so much. We couldn't. At some points in this game, I was screaming to just shoot the puck, because it seems like every time we have to yell at the TV to shoot the puck, they lose that game. When we're yelling at them when it's a power play and we're telling them to shoot it and stop passing it, they always lose that game.
Too many passes.
Too many passes.
The perfect
all
shot.
you Blues fans will know this. Like, I'm pretty sure most of you were tweeting about it, how that one extra pass was not even needed last night.
You need to get shots on the goal, and if you can get a shot and you don't think a player's going to block it, then shoot the puck.
Exactly.
Unless you have a guy wide open and then pass it to him. But too much the Blues pass.
Face-offs, even, pretty much. I mean, you couldn't tell who would win on either face-off. So, for Steen... I forgot when they lose, they're on the different side. Anyways. Sorry. Steen got a goal, making that his 4th of the postseason. Berglund, Tarasenko didn't hit the net at all, which is crazy for Tarasenko. The man who supposedly... I forgot to tell you guys. Tarasenko made it past the... he's in the finals of the cover vote for the NHL 2017 video game versus Joe Pavelski for the San Jose Sharks. So
please vote for Tarasenko. Don't let Pavelski win it.
And I'm looking at these tweets, and all of them are saying Pavelski. Some people. Okay, in round 2, it was Jamie Benn and Connor McDavid that got knocked out, which is surprising that Connor McDavid got knocked out. I don't know how that happened, but now I'm seeing people tweet, since my person got knocked out, I'm going to vote for Pavelski because he's not a St. Louis. I mean, I've seen people tweet that. It's not like I'm going crazy here.
Well, what about other people tweeting we want an American on the cover?
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't the 1980s.
Pavelski is an American, but come on, people. There have been non-Americans on the cover of a video game before. If that's your only decision-making, you're not very bright.
This isn't the 1980s and the Cold War.
Yeah, come on now. We are friends. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're Russian,
we're not really
if you're
friends
Czech,
anymore with the Russians because of Putin on the Ritz, but it still
you
don't matter. He's a good player.
You should base it on who's the best out of the two. And I'm looking at this, and Pavelski,
he's a good player.
He's a good player. He is and don't get me wrong, he's a good player. But like, look at this. We have so this is the last time obviously we're voting for this. Look at all the tweets. Pavelski. Oh, there's Tarasenko. But this morning I was seeing just nothing but Pavelski. So get your votes in, people, because if you tweet out hashtag NHL17 Tarasenko, and make sure to spell it right, it counts as double. It counts as a double vote than just going here and clicking that and voting. So do that. because we want to see Tarasenko on the front of an NHL cover. Back to the stats. We have Backus with an assist and Leterre with an assist. Elliott got pulled off, so he got 3 goals on 7 shots. Ouch. That hurts. Then I'm going to let my dad say his
Janmark
stats.
for Dallas got his 2nd goal of the playoffs. Fiddler on the roof got his 1st goal of the playoffs. Spezza got his power play goal, his 5th of the playoffs. Sevier had 2 assists. And Jamie Benn, the player you love to hate, had an assist. Lettinen was strong with 35 out of 37 saves. And the Blues lose 3-2. Let's hope they can come back in Game 7. Yep. Let's hope Elliott starts the game. Nothing against you, Jake Allen. I think you're a great goalie. But the Blues really need to start Elliott in this game, I believe.
Yep. I believe
Not that
so.
I don't think Allen can win.
Yeah.
But I think if you put Allen in, Dallas is going to start salivating and think, man, this guy hasn't played all playoffs. We're going to put the pressure on him.
Yeah.
And, hey, he might be able to handle it. But then
basically,
again,
we don't want to leave things to chance is what we're saying. We don't want to leave anything to chance.
But you do want to leave
not
things
a
to
mistress
Lance,
we like to dance around in the playoffs. So, star for the game is, for me, going to be given to a star, Lettinen. Lettinen played great. He played great. I have to give him the number 1 spot because he kept his team forcing it to a Game 7. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so.
I think so, too.
I think I would agree with that.
Yep.
A negative star, which would be like a burning star,
Yeah.
you know, a star that falls out of the sky,
Yep.
I would give that one to Jay Bouwmeester.
Yeah, I would, too.
So Jay Bouwmeester gets the falling star.
He gets the negative star.
He gets the negative black star.
Yep.
For falling down. And
he gets a black hole.
It looked like ice capades out there. He just, you know, I don't know.
I know you're human, but if you're an NHL player being paid a lot of money, you don't fall on your butt
when there's nobody around.
When there's no one around.
Even if you're skating backwards and trying to defend against
you
somebody,
should be able to skate backwards. You're an NHL player.
And,
come on.
You know, I would say it was the ice, but I didn't see a lot of other players.
We're dropping a lot of frames. Are we back? Okay, so I think we're going to end it there. We were just saying how you should be able to skate backwards if you're an NHL player. It doesn't matter who you are. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, follow us on our social media accounts such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Follow my dad on his podcast. We have it on Stitcher, Shout Engine, and iTunes. It's St. Louis Blues, the Drop Podcast. Also, go to our website where we also update all of our videos and what we're doing on there. And I'm also going to have the link to vote for Tarasenko or Pavelski. Up to you.
No, it's not up to you.
It's not up to you.
Vote Tarasenko.
Vote Tarasenko. We will come to
your house and have an issue with you.
Just go down below. The link's down below. All of it's down below.
You don't want to see. You don't want to see 2 big 6'4", 300-pound guys come to your house, knocking on your door, wanting to know why you voted for.
We're gonna sell you some cookies.
Yeah.
Coming soon, cookies. The Drop Podcast sugar cookies.
Sugar cookie pod. Yeah, they're gonna be in the shape
D
of
on
pucks.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We got a new business idea going on. If this doesn't work out. Well, anyways, the guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been Logan.
And I've been Lance.
And we'll get the drop on you guys on Thursday. Because the game is on Wednesday.
Goodbye.